Welcome back to Figure Depot. Today we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series. Fart face. Welcome back to Figure Depot. Today we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Mandalorian Death Watch figure by Hasbro. This is the Death Watch figure as he appeared in the Mandalorian Season 2, I believe, series, where they show him being rescued. It's either late Season 1 or in Season 2 sometime, I can't remember, where they show Din Djarin as a child getting rescued by the Death Watch Mandalorians when he's about to get wasted by a battle droid. So that would have been around like during the Clone Wars era. And these guys swoop in and rescue him. His parents do get killed, but they do manage to save him. So pretty cool. And these figures are awesome. As you can see, I already have two. This is my third one, and I think I have one on order from Big Bad Toy Store. So I wanted a minimum of 4 of these guys. They are fantastic little army builders. They do come 2 per case, so good luck finding them in the wild. Otherwise, you would have had to have gotten them from like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, maybe Hasbro Pulse. I'm pretty sure they probably did one. Here is the barcode. This one came to me in the mail today, and it's not in the best shape. Sorry about that. There we go. But really cool artwork on the back, and not much on the side. Then we got this side panel over here that looks real nice. And yeah, window box style package and all the good stuff like we're used to seeing on the top. All right, here he is out of the package. So far, these have been pretty consistent in quality, with one exception. On this one, his rangefinder will not come down, but it will come down on the other 2 that I've gotten so far. So probably just something they did a little boo-boo at the factory. Maybe accidentally got some adhesive or something on there, but his rangefinder will not come down. But I'll show you that on a different figure. We also get these 2 weapons here, and they are really nice in terms of the sculpt work, but there is no paint on the blaster rifle, the longer one. This shorter pistol here, something we've seen with all the other Mandalorian figures that we've gotten to date, is nice. It's a gunmetal gray with a nice brown paint on the handle, so a little bit of paint work there, and that's nice. Looking at the figure itself a little closer, he is really, really awesome looking. Just a great looking figure. The paint work here is really neat. It's got a lot of weathering and stuff here. His iron heart here is like a gunmetal gray, so that's cool. We get a lavender visor, and then we get a just kind of a nice blue, a rich blue here. Slightly subdued color, but still nice. We get teal accents here on these plates here. Nice gray flak jacket there. This is a more lavender color here, like the visor for the undersuit. We get kind of, it's not quite black, his boots and his belt. It's more of like an espresso brown. And you can see when the gloves are next to it how they're much darker. A true black, but then this stuff here is like a nice espresso brown, like a ebony, really dark brown, and it looks really good. Real unique color scheme for this guy in terms of, you know, what we've seen previously. What you heard was the sound of his backpack taking a tumble. It does plug in with the 3 peg holes there, and the backpacks are kind of hit or miss on how snug they are. Typically they kind of go in nice and tight, but once you've put them in, they kind of get loose. So I'm just gonna glue all of mine. I don't really have any reason to have him without the backpack. These little guys rock back and forth. This one, there it goes. They're a little tight when you get them out, so I would recommend putting some heat on there whenever you first open it up and start moving it so that it doesn't break on you. The blast effects on the Boba Fett, the deluxe one that came out recently, maybe last year or early this year, those do port into here if you have that figure, so they look cool on there. The articulation on this guy is so nice. It's very fluid, much better than any of the Mandalorian figures we've gotten to date, just in terms of how smooth all the joints work. This plastic is a very soft plastic. It's not brittle and hard. It's very, very fluid, very rubbery almost. And so it just gives in all the right ways. It's really, really nice. We got a double ball peg here in the neck, so he can look down really far, get some really good flight poses out of that range. So really, really nice. These move out of the way. They're attached here on a little disc that the peg plugs through. So, you know, you get all kind of range out of that, no problem. And you can kind of scoot that back and forth as you like to situate it where you want it. We do get single jointed elbows, but they get a little bit better than 90-degree bend, which is nice. And they do swivel left to right, so you can get all the range out of that you want. The gauntlets do swivel independently as well. You get a vertical hinge, gunslinging hinge on that arm, and then on this side you get your standard horizontal hinge. And then the torso articulation is real nice, side to side, front to back. He just goes all over the place. You're on a ball peg there. But yeah, all this armor, even the chest armor is soft. Even all these armor pieces, you can kind of squish them until they're a real softer rubbery plastic. We do get a thigh cut. We get a nice gun holster here for his sidearm. We get single jointed knees, so you just get 90 out of that. But yeah, and then they swivel. So it's basically the same articulation system as you get up here down at the knee. These will come down, so if you bend the knee, you can slide that down to cover up the joint. Just be careful with it that you don't split it, because it is that soft rubber, so if you stretch it too much, you might risk tearing it. We don't get like a calf swivel, but it's the knee swivels, you know, so that's kind of takes the place of that. Toes will point very far down. They will come up decently, not really great, but decent enough. And then you do get a Savage ankle rocker. So Black Series really good at doing the ankle rocker joints, so that's consistent across the board for them. For some size comparisons, you can see him, of course, with Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves, and they all look really nice together. Then we've got our heavy gunner and our loyalist Mandalorian, and you can see that they scale, you know, just fine together. This guy's got the classic, you know, vintage legacy, if you will, Mandalorian armor, and then this guy's got the more updated armor, kind of like we see on Din Djarin. Speaking of Din Djarin, here he is in the Season 2 Beskar armor. And then we got Cad Bane over there chilling. So you can see they all scale up really nice together. Final thoughts, heck to the yes. Get as many of these things as you can get your grubby little hands on. It's a fantastic figure, one of the best Black Series to be released to date, and definitely a great army builder. Alright, well, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And follow me over on my Instagram, and just drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about these guys. If you plan on picking them up, how many? You gonna army build this, or just be one and done? Thank you. We'll see you next time.